The Tennessee River. It's such a familiar sight in Chattanooga. Just head to Coolidge Park, and you can often see people boating or swimming in the river. If you're lucky, you may also see some of the many creatures that call the river home. Creatures big, small, and perhaps a little monstrous. Gather close, dearest patrons. I have some grim history to share with you. As a Chattanooga native, I've never felt the need to be afraid of what's swimming in the Tennessee River. According to the various signs lining the riverwalk, the only thing I've learned to be cautious of is how many catfish you eat per month because of river pollutants. However, back in the early 1800s, nasty chemicals in the catfish weren't the only thing you had to watch out for in the Tennessee River. According to two stories published in the Chattanooga Daily Times in 1878 and in the Chattanooga Daily Commercial in 1885, a river serpent, similar to the likes of the Loch Ness Monster or Champy of Lake Champlain, prowled the depths of the Tennessee River. Now, despite the 7-year publishing gap between these two stories, they both tell a very similar tale of the Tennessee River serpent and of Chattanooga before it officially became Chattanooga. Many of these sightings took place in the Tennessee River between the Chattanooga area when it was still Ross's Landing and the city of Dallas, a city now underwater after the dams were created. Sightings of the creature allegedly began in 1820 as Native American traders traveled the river towards Dallas. According to the traders, many of those that saw the monster described it as having a huge head, 2 feet in length, resembling a dog with livid and contorted countenance and frothing lips. The body is said to have been from 20 to 25 feet long, and from the middle of the slimy back, an ugly fin projected above the water when the serpent was in motion. It was shy, and at times it would have not been seen for more than a year, during which periods it is supposed to have hibernated or to have visited some foreign streams. Later sightings claim that the creature had a yellow belly and a blue back, had a back fin measuring 18 inches to 2 feet long, and could swim extremely quickly. Moreover, no one could look upon the serpent and live through the season. The writers mentioned 3 victims of the serpent, all dying in the summer after claiming to have seen it. Buck Sutton in 1822, Billy Burns in 1827, and Jim Wyndham in 1829. However, as the writers describe, the power of the serpent had begun to wane as future witnesses were able to escape the fates of the 3 previous witnesses. The last sighting was reported in 1839 by J.C. Wilson and his wife Sally Wilson. According to their account, Mr. Wilson was standing on the south side of the river above Chickamauga Island and says that he saw it in a playful mood, sporting in the water towards the north shore. Its back fin was 1.5 feet out of the water, and it left a frothy, serpentine wake behind it. When disturbed, it darted with incredible speed, and was not more than a minute in crossing the river. After this final sighting, multiple theories arise as to where the creature went, or even if it existed at all. The writers both theorize that the creature was either driven away from the Tennessee River as steamboats began sailing down the river, or that it left with the Cherokee as they were removed from the area in 1838 and 1839. On the other hand, a letter to the editor in response to the 1885 version of the tale called upon the insights of the oldest pioneers of this county. According to these pioneers, the story of the creature was a yarn some old scout had spun while around the campfire, and in reality the creature was probably just a really big catfish. The big catfish theory does seem very plausible. There are multiple accounts published in Chattanooga papers throughout the years of large catfish being caught in Tennessee. However, there's another theory I find particularly interesting that arises from 2 letters to the editor published in February of 1917. In the first letter, Henry Martin Wiltsey, an attorney that wrote on the history of Chattanooga, submitted a story to the Chattanooga Daily Times from July of 1864. Wiltsey recounts how a man named William Fritz died in a local field hospital from the bite of some reptile or animal while swimming in the river. In response to Wiltsey's letter, Marcus B. Long submitted another letter to the editor to theorize about what the creature that bit Fritz was. While his first theory is that the creature that bit him was a water dog, a nickname for the hellbender salamander, Long later brings up the story of the Tennessee River Monster and hints that maybe this creature is the one that attacked Fritz. This would place the creature back in the river more than 2 decades after its supposed disappearance. So, is the story of the Tennessee River Monster just some old fisherman's tale? Or is there a serpent still lurking in the depths of the river? Well, dearest patrons, I'll let you decide.